I thought I was gonna fake him out.
Chuck Dandridge and his son, John, are close
All right.
and hang out together playing basketball as often as possible.
All right, now see if you can block this shot.
2 years ago, it was uncertain they'd have the chance. That's because Chuck had leukemia, a blood cancer that affects more than 20,000 Americans each year. What makes Chuck special is that he is the first adult in the United States to receive a newly modified stem cell transplant. The procedure uses genetically engineered blood cells from a family member.
I would test it for a DNA test. I would show two DNAs. I'd show his in the blood system, and I would show mine on the skin.
The pair's journey began in 2013 when a routine cholesterol check and blood work revealed that Chuck had the beginnings of leukemia. By 2014, Chuck's disease had progressed to acute myeloid leukemia, and he was referred to UT Southwestern's Simmons Comprehensive Cancer Center.
So we were trying to find out if he had any mutations associated with the leukemia that could help us treat and target.
Chuck took part in 2 clinical trials while at UT Southwestern.
Hello. Hi, Doctor. How are you doing? How are we doing?
In the first trial, his cancer didn't go into remission, but his diagnosis went back to pre-leukemia. That made him eligible for a stem cell transplant.
Unfortunately for Chuck, when we did a preliminary search, all the donors seemed to be mismatches.
When the search for an unrelated donor proved unsuccessful, doctors turned to Chuck's 2 children and found that John was the best match.
I was quick to jump at the opportunity.
Since there was a high risk that Chuck's body would reject the stem cells, Chuck volunteered for a second clinical trial. This trial involved taking John's stem cells and genetically engineering them to reduce the risk of rejection. The transplant worked, and Chuck's leukemia is now in remission.
It is a bone marrow transplant doctor's dream come true.
It's kind of like a rebirth.
Step back, put your right foot.
That rebirth has a father learning from his son how to do yoga, and the family is slowly returning to their routine.
I got back to church about 3 weeks ago. I was able to go to the movies about a month ago.
More than anything, Chuck and John are grateful for time.
I'll be here for a long time with my family, and then we'll have a lot of things we'll do together.